Is there anything, you're an aspiring writer, Kenny, like, is there anything you can think of, not to put you on the spot, is there anything I could, like, show you or help, you know, like, something that, or, like, I don't know, some people, not how do I get a job, anything other than, like, creatively, what can I impart to you? What do you always wonder about? Dan, where do you get it? How does it happen?
How do you keep your hair so soft and manageable?
I don't know, if you want a real answer, I guess, like, you know, coming up with a concept for a comedy TV show to be running over, like, multiple seasons, it always feels so, like coming up with a concept that doesn't feel so trite and hacky, like, you know, like... Community is something so, like, open to the idea of, like, people coming together and having, like, real human experiences masked by all this, like, farcical shit going on in front of them.
Well, that's the only thing. There's no such thing as a good idea or a bad idea. It doesn't matter. The point of TV is not to be original. The point of TV is to placate, is to give people comfort. You know, it's like tater tots. You don't want to, like, reinvent the tater tot. Do you guys have tater tots?
We call them potato gems, but that's fine.
Okay. I'm accidentally saying something horribly racist, but I say tater tots. Yes, we have tater tots. My mother's one. They're called Argentinians. But you know, it's like community is like it's a hack idea. I remember people make fun of it because all people knew was the log line of the idea. I remember all the press was like, oh, there's a new NBC show. Joel McHale plays a guy that goes back to college because he lost his thing, and everybody was like, what, did Seinfeld write this in his show? Like, it's like a bad idea. It's like, yeah, it's dumb. Like it's silly. But so is people in a spaceship going out to boldly go where no one's gone before. That's a terrible idea. So what do you mean you're going to boldly go? What are you talking about? Just going? What are you gonna? How do you know when you're finished? But the idea, the idea is to get people. Well, I mean, this isn't the only job TV has, but the idea is to get people in. 9/11. Oh, it's 9/11. Yeah, it's 9/11. Good job, guys.
Bless you, sir.
The town crier. It's 9/11.
And all's well. It's 9/11, and I like that hat, mate.
I dislike them towers coming down, mate. He said dislike. He dislikes it.
I just liked it.
Oh, no, not just like. No. Who would like
it's the
that?
only thing he likes.
I just like this.
After 9/11, life was like null and void for him. It was all downhill from there.
Yeah. But, you know, like it's, you just... You know how when it's raining, like people are in a weirder...
Happens occasionally, yeah.
Yeah. It's like if it starts to really come down, like everybody who's anywhere, they all have to get out of the rain. So then it's like, then every once in a while, like it's raining and you're stuck with a bunch of people like that you don't know. Okay. And you're like, it's raining. But it's like a person you'd never talk to, but it was like, and they're like, Jesus Christ, yeah, it fucking rained. It started coming out of nowhere. It was crazy. It was dry and then it was wet. And it's like, this would never have happened. And it's like that person might look like a ranger, or they're from some different walk of life. They might be liberal with a big L, and you're liberal with a small L, meaning you're like both sides of the political spectrum. You're labor, and they're capital L liberal, and you're different ages, or you're different genders, and there's at least 50 known genders. The rain made something happen. The rain is the idea. That's just it. The rain could be, it's the future, and so everybody's in a starship, and they have to go do stuff. That's a contrivance. Rain is contrivance. God, it's like, that God happened. Like, you can have one coincidence in your story. This is for TV writing. You just go like, what's something stupid that made a bunch of people have to be together? Kind of forever. Like mostly forever, for 100 episodes or so. Also, this is really old-fashioned advice, because TV now is like I'm talking about like 80s style craftsmanship, and like TV now is like, just take a shitty 90-minute direct-to-video movie, break it up into 10 chapters, and release them one at a time. This TV series is called Cobra Man. Episode 1, Man. Episode 2, Man at a Cobra store. Episode 3, all at the Cobra store ain't what it seems. Episode 4, Cobra Escape. Episode 5, Mixed Blessings. Episode 6, A Most Unusual Power. Episode 7, Cobra Man. Episode 8, Shark Jumped. Episode 9, Bat Cleanup. Episode 10, Clip Show. Yeah, I mean, it's serialized now, and that's a whole different discipline. I don't really understand that. I figure if I tell a serialized story, I'll write a movie. No one wants me to. But like,
I want you to write a movie.
I'm going to write a movie. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
It'll be great.
You ought to write.
All right.
You ought to write fucking Cobra Man.
I'm going to write Cobra Man. But in my opinion, TV is supposed to be like crack. It's like each rock is an individual rock. Like, you should be able to grab any rock in any order, and it would get you high, and you'll want to smoke all the crack rocks. And you'll even, if you're then told they come in a certain order, you'll go like, yeah, I'm a crackhead. I'll meet you. Like, sure, if there's a number 1 on one of the crack rocks, if it rolls under the couch and there's only 2, 5, and 7, I'm still gonna smoke the crack. Like, I don't owe it to the fucking crack to consume it in a certain order, and the crack ought to meet me halfway. As a crackhead, it's the least the crack can do to not fuck with me. And so I'm like, what the hell? Why is Gillian Anderson, where did she go? What is this, her dream now? But I love The Fall. Have you seen The Fall?
No.
Oh, so good. See, that's serialized.
That was a great message for the kids. I'm glad Ryan was here to hear that, so he can pass that along to the children.
Oh,
the crack metaphor.
Yeah. But like a good sitcom, a good TV show is in my opinion, is a necklace made of crack rocks. Because it's like, you provide the order, and maybe you do put a big honking rock right in the middle, and you say like, smoke from left to right as you would. But there's a string connecting all of them. You can wear it. You can tell your friends about it at a party. They go, hey, what's that you got around your neck? It's a crack necklace. I love it. I smoke this one. I smoke that one. Oh, crack's not for me. No, that's other people's crack. Let me tell you about this. This is Rick and Morty crack. This is great. Anyway, so there's no such thing as a bad idea. The worst kind of idea that you could have is the thing where you start thinking like, oh, this sounds like TV. This will make a good TV show. You're going to do that by default because you love TV. You want to write good TV. You're going to always second guess yourself and be like you're going to always be filtering things through like, oh, and then it would be like a TV show if I did it like this. The way that you make good stuff is by restraining that. You have to like force your TV loving, structure craving, self-loathing, nothing inside my head deserves to be on television brain. You have to force it, actively force it into the non-televisable realm. Go like, what is the memory that I have that is so fucked up it cannot be, it doesn't go near, it's too boring, or it's too pornographic, or it's too bloody, or it's too sad. It's like where it's just too like personal to me. It doesn't make that much sense. And try as hard as you can to not let that get filtered through that other part of your brain, which everyone has anyway. That's the unremarkable part of your brain that like turns it into Gilligan's Island, like which is a great show. But the person that created Gilligan's Island wasn't like, I'm gonna try to make a show like Gilligan's Island. Like that was a like weird byproduct of them. Who knows what they were thinking.
Sherwood Schwartz, right? Like his thing was like he made TV. It's like, I'm gonna make sure that people will really have to watch. Like he would do anything. He didn't care about the rules at all.
There have been many, many attempts since Gilligan's Island to make shows about a group of people stranded on a desert island. And they have all sucked.
This is the part where Dan dies, and it's very sad.
I talked while I was drinking and went down the rug pipe. And as you get older, there's another thing. I can tell you. Kenny, as you get older, especially if you drink a fifth of vodka a day, your esophagus flap will start to degrade like a toilet flap. You know how you have to replace the toilet flap every once in a while? You go to the hardware store. Maybe your parents did do this, but
millennial. So
there's like a little rubber flap in the toilet that keeps it. That you have a flesh one in here, but you can't replace it. It just melts.
Well, you You've eroded your epiglottis
like
or whatever.
I noticed after I turned 40, I was like, one day I was in a movie theater and I was like eating popcorn while going, those Muppets are funny. This is a hypothetical scenario, believe me.
Dan hates the Muppets.
But I inhaled, the Muppets hate the Muppets, man. Jim Henson loved the Muppets, and he's dead.
The Muppets killed Jim Henson?
No, I'm saying you can't keep doing... If you can't make phones after Steve Jobs dies and make them right, you can't make no Muppets.
You're the Heimlich? What's going on over there?
I got droplets of vodka, went down my breathing tube.
Well, just like absorb them.
You absorb them.
He just drank more vodka. He's gonna wash it down. This guy doesn't fucking learn.
Well, what's gonna work? Water? Hugs?
Hugs. The Heimlich is just the Heimlich maneuver is just a one big hug. Well, it's a series of very strong hugs.
It's just. Anyways, so then I inhaled popcorn, and you have to chew very carefully now. There's an episode of the podcast where
the rest
died.
of the show is going to be Dan sounding like drunk Nick Nolte.
All right. All right. What else? What other advice can I give you? You know,
you're talking about You actually, is that a physical thing, or is that you just being hypochondriacal? Steve Levy. Can we give it up for Steve Levy, everybody? Steve Levy. He's Dan's what's Batman's butler's guy? Fucking Alfred. He's Alfred. But this guy goes to the gym like every 45 minutes. This guy's got abs on his face.
This is Steve Levy's laptop. We should reward him by going through his photos.
Oh my God! Please
what
find
are the Olsen twins doing on here?
Please find something awful.
No, wait, Steve, would there be anything we would find in your photo roll that would be embarrassing?
Well, you just scrolled past what do you call it? A story circle. So it's definitely there could definitely be trade secrets.
Oh, there could definitely be like a Doctor Strange treatment or something.
Yeah. It could be Cobra Man. We find out that you're stealing that from him.
We were doing a show in the States. I had the laptop out, and then I clicked on a thing, and there was a file name that a huge Doctor Strange fan recognized as a character from that universe. Went to that's how it leaked. That I did no work on Doctor Strange at all. Otherwise, I would have been credited. I didn't help them at all. I went in there and was like, Doctor Strange is neat. All right. All right. Kenny,
give him your three rules. Your three nevers or your three alwayses for a writer.
All right. You prove that you suck. Mm-hmm. Right.
Done.
Because you're worried about that. So if you sit and you try to prove that you're good, what will you write? You'll write nothing. If you try to prove that you'll suck, what will you write? You'll write everything. You'll write the first thing off the top of your head. Poopy doo. I wrote something. I wrote 1,000% more than the guy whose goal was to write something good. Just then.
It's a dramatic rendition of Scooby Doo. It's set in post-war Czechoslovakia. It's about a dog who.
Right from start to finish. Kenny.
Yes.
Right from start to finish. Right in passes. So you go fade in interior. Poopy Doo's house. Poopy Doo is making tea. A wizard steals it. Poopy Doo chases him. Don't now start at the top and go, Poopy Doo is making chamomile tea. A wizard carefully steals it. Poopy Doo chases him on a razor scooter. These changes are not going to help you.
You just made it better.
That's what you think. But guess what happens? Then you cut to...
You got a hit.
Exterior streets of San Francisco. There's
TV show?
An elaborate chase. Poopy Doo hits the wizard with a car. He picks up his stolen tea. and looks at the camera. Poopy-doo. That's a wrap. T-style. And you fade out. So I finished my draft now. Now I can go back and change the T and all this stuff. If I do that after I finish the first scene, then I go to the second scene, and it's like I realize, oh, Streets of San Francisco. Wait, this sucks. I should fade in on San Francisco. This whole scene's gonna get cut or changed so dramatically. All of my thought about what kind of tea it should be and how the wizard steals it all of that time is just gonna be wasted, basically. So it's like you even though it's totally counterintuitive because you're a perfectionist, you want to always, when you sit down to your document, your work in progress, you want to, and I always do it, do as I say, not as I do. I've never followed this fucking advice in my goddamn life. Don't start at the top of the document when you sit down.
Erase the interior of Poopy-Doo's house and to the cut to it. So just fade in, and then the first thing we see is exterior streets of San Francisco.
Well, this is now we're on to how to receive notes. So you're gonna be collaborating. You're gonna be developing.
Can it be Atlanta? We get so many tax breaks if we shoot in Atlanta.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, like, if you start there, fade in, street to San Francisco. There's an elaborate chase.
Oh yeah.
Poopy-Doo hits a wizard.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fucking good. That's a cold open par excellence.
Yes. And you might, and hey, you might be one of these people. You go like, it's cut to, title 3 weeks earlier. And then you fucking even get to use this scene. You just move it down to here. See if I can, there you go. Yeah. Fade in on a cut to. Fade in straight to, yeah. Title 3 weeks earlier. Oh shit, man! This fucking thing. This just became John Wick. This shit is hot now. This is like on the blacklist. Woo. Anyways, so yeah, okay. So prove that you suck. Write a shitty draft. Write it all the way through before you start second guessing it, because you'll make discoveries along the way. And I guess the third thing is like. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, I thought there was a...
Don't do that.
I thought there was like a huntsman behind me.
Dan, don't move. Don't move. Don't look up.
No, come on. I don't want to, it's not funny, is it? What is the third thing?
Wait, that
I
whole
mean,
thing
right
was the
when you
second
know it kind of works. Like, it's like, yeah, like don't, like, you don't separate yourself from what is going on. If you're working in advertising and somebody's saying, I want you to write me the best Pepsi commercial in the world, like, and you happen to be going through a divorce or a custody battle with children, like, and that's all you can think about is like how much it hurts to like lose, be talking about something as if it's a commodity, even though it's your child and you feel you hate yourself or you're vigilant against injustice. You got to put that into your Pepsi commercial, or you're a bad Pepsi commercial writer and no one's going to buy Pepsi from your commercial. Like, you got to tell Pepsi, I can't write this commercial right now. It's all an autobiography. It's all meta. It's all personal. Write what you know. That's what that means. It doesn't mean, oh, you know what people are really interested in is your life as an oceanographer. They don't give a fuck, but they want to feel sincere writing. They want you to, like, they don't want, they could, if they wanted to read something by somebody who was trying to make a TV show, they could write their own shit and do it. They'd be like, fade in on some fucking asshole trying to write a script. They're counting on you to lower that compartment between Kenny the physicist and Kenny the writer, not for you to stop being a physicist and start being a writer. This shit is dumb. Like, illiterates can buy Final Draft and use the software. You need to be like, write a shitty draft and just be like, fade in on fucking what physics fucking bumming me out. I don't know. Maybe your voice will be different, but.
Surprisingly, no.
There's something. When you get really honest with yourself, there's something about your life that where you've come from, like that. It's just your map of the cosmos. Don't trying to like tell other people what to think or prove that you're interesting or cool or that you like them or that they should like you. Like, pretend your goal is some alien came down and put a laser gun to your head and said, you have to show me in the next day with a document like how you saw the world, period. Like, or I'm gonna blow your brains out with this alien gun. It's gonna hurt extra bad. It's not gonna be a painless death.
Surprisingly common theme in my dreams.
Yeah. Your goal is to just say, I was here. This is what happened to me. The more brutally honest you are, the more you'll get close to being like Woody Allen, Lena Dunham, or something. Like, they don't moralize. They're narcissistic, and they look at their shit. And this is what I had for breakfast, and then this is who I slept with, and this is what I thought as I was sleeping with them. And these people are geniuses when they do it right.
That's really like one of the things I really loved about Great Minds. Like, I like you going through what you were at the time that was being done. You could see all of that pouring out, and maybe like random people on YouTube just stumbling across it might not, but people who are religious like Harmontown listeners will know like some of the little like tics you have and all the little things you mention. Like, that's all callbacks to things about yourself that you're like being honest about, and I think that's what people really love about your writing. Like, you just come through. It's
my little bag of tricks. Yeah, I mean, and it can be yours too, because it'll be different when you do it. Like just reaching into your own.
As a friend of ours, Sam Christensen said, as an awesome mentor.
He said, remember my name and stop drinking. As our old friend Sam Christensen said, he said, listen, I want you to do two things. Never forget my name. And please, for the love of God, will you have a cup of coffee?
Fucking
flat white.
Judas. That's high roading from the low road.
I know.
As he puts his face into the ice bucket. No, it's like we all pay a huge price tag for where we are. Like life comes with a price, and then as artists, we get to cash in on that. Like, our job is to show the world like how like what we went through to make us us. You know, like that's the beauty of art.
I tried as hard as I could to not be distracting. And it was funny because it was like, have you ever tried to put ice in a glass?